Best practices. Two words used to describe what we all agree can make a positive difference. So, what do best practices look like for a school district wanting to safely keep schools up and running in a time when COVID's grip hasn't lessened? Besides the obvious strategy of vaccination for all adults and students who are able to be vaccinated, there is testing. Testing is easily accessible to all adults and children on campuses and is actively and strongly promoted and even required on a regular basis in order to catch asymptomatic cases of COVID before the virus spreads. Also, masking, indoors and outdoors in many circumstances. Masking diminishes the spread of COVID, and with the more highly contagious Delta variant, masking as much as possible on school campuses keeps more of us healthy and in school. Finally, social distancing. It doesn't have to be 6-foot distancing, but best practices at the very least means we avoid large gatherings of adults and children in confined and crowded spaces. GTA presented to GUSD a proposal August 9th that used these known best practices as its basis. What did GUSD return to GTA August 13th? A testing program that on paper encourages students to participate, but in practice has attracted on many campuses only a handful of students whose families have opted in for testing. A masking proposal that makes no provision for outdoor masking, this at a time when even our county's public health department is again beginning to mandate and encourage outdoor masking. A lack of any proposal related to outdoor mass gatherings of students and adults other than an outright dismissal of GTA's proposal, which discouraged indoor assemblies and outdoor assemblies that didn't include masking and appropriate physical distancing. At the same time that GUSD has embraced some questionable strategies such as mandated plastic dividers in elementary schools, GUSD's leadership has also rejected some of the best practices to fight COVID, with the potential consequence that the transmission rate may continue to grow in our schools. We've learned a lot during the past year and a half. Rather than resorting to what may be strategies and policies that engender the least resistance in our community, let's push for strong mitigation practices, especially now during this time when COVID positivity rates are at the same levels as they were prior to the introduction of vaccination. Let's keep our schools safe for all.